Ever pondered over the workings of a car? Ever wondered how the simple twist of a key or push of a button sets a whole machine into motion? It's a marvel of engineering, isn't it? A complex dance of parts and systems, each working in harmony to create movement. From the engine to the transmission, the wheels, and even the air conditioning, every component has a role to play. But how does it all come together? How does a car, in its essence, work? Well, you're about to unravel the mystery behind the machine. A car, a marvel of engineering, is a complex ensemble of components working in unison. Let's break it down to better understand this intricate machine. First, we have the engine, the heart of a car. It's a power-generating unit that converts fuel into motion, enabling the car to move. Next up is the transmission. This crucial component acts as a mediator, controlling the power generated by the engine and distributing it effectively to the wheels. Then there are the brakes, the safety guardians of your vehicle. They use friction to slow down or stop your car when needed. The suspension system, on the other hand, ensures a smooth ride by absorbing the shocks from the road. Lastly, we have the electrical system, the nervous system of a car. It powers everything from the headlights and windshield wipers to the car's computer system. At the heart of it all lies the engine, the powerhouse of a car. The engine, often called the heart of a car, is where the magic happens. Just as the heart pumps blood to keep us alive, the engine uses fuel to give life to the car, propelling it forward. Let's take a closer look at how this occurs. The engine of your car operates through a process known as internal combustion. This might sound complex, but it's quite simple when you break it down. Internal combustion is the process of igniting a mixture of fuel and air within the engine's cylinders, a mini explosion of sorts. This explosion generates energy, which is then converted into mechanical power that sets the wheels in motion. Imagine this as a four-step dance, a cycle that repeats over and over again. First, the intake stroke, where the piston moves down the cylinder, drawing in a mixture of fuel and air. Then comes the compression stroke, where the piston moves back up, compressing the mixture. The third step, the power stroke, is where the real action happens. The spark plug ignites the compressed mixture, causing an explosion. This explosion forces the piston down, generating power. Lastly, the exhaust stroke sees the piston moving back up, expelling the spent gases out of the cylinder. This dance, this cycle, happens thousands of times per minute, so fast that it seems like a continuous process. It's the core of what makes your car move. The engine size and type can vary from car to car, but the principle remains the same. From the smallest economy car to the most extravagant supercar, they all rely on the same basic process to convert fuel into motion. So, the next time you press the accelerator pedal, remember the marvelous dance happening under the hood. The engine, in its intricate yet robust design, is tirelessly working, converting fuel into energy and that energy into motion. That's the engine for you, converting fuel into motion, propelling your car forward. From the engine, the power needs to reach the wheels, and who does that? The transmission. Now let's delve into how the transmission works. Imagine the transmission as a highly efficient manager who takes the raw power generated by the engine and distributes it in just the right amounts to the wheels. Without it, the engine's power would be raw and uncontrolled, making driving quite a chaotic experience. The transmission operates on gears. Much like those on a bicycle, these gears offer different levels of power and speed. When you're starting your car, you need a lot of power but not much speed. That's where lower gears come into play. On the other hand, when you're cruising on the highway, you need less power but more speed. And this is where the higher gears step in. The transmission ensures that the right amount of power is sent to the wheels at the right time. It's a highly sophisticated system that requires precision and timing. When you change gears, either manually or automatically, you're essentially telling the transmission how to manage the engine's power. It's also worth noting that the transmission is responsible for reversing your car. It makes the engine turn in the opposite direction, enabling you to back up. In essence, the transmission is the middleman between the engine and the wheels. It's a crucial component that ensures your car runs smoothly and efficiently, delivering just the right amount of power when and where it's needed. So, we've seen how an engine creates power and how transmission delivers it. But that's not all there is to a car. Let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Imagine a car as a well-oiled orchestra, where every component plays a crucial role in creating the symphony of movement. The engine and transmission are the lead performers, but the supporting cast is equally significant. The engine, the heart of the car, generates power by converting fuel into motion. This complex piece of machinery houses several smaller components, each working in harmony. Pistons compress a mixture of air and fuel. A spark ignites this mixture, causing an explosion, which in turn pushes the pistons down, turning the crankshaft. This is the basic principle of how an engine creates power. Now, what's power without control? That's where the transmission comes in. It's like the conductor of this orchestra, directing where and how the power should be used. It regulates the power generated by the engine, ensuring it's distributed to the wheels in the most efficient way possible. Whether you're cruising on a highway or navigating through busy city streets, the transmission ensures your ride is smooth and efficient. But let's not forget the unsung heroes. The brakes, for instance, are essential for safety, allowing you to stop or slow down your car. The suspension system absorbs shocks and bumps, ensuring a comfortable ride, while the electrical system powers everything from your headlights to the radio. And lastly, there's the car body, the shell that houses all these components, protecting them and you from the elements. It's designed not just for aesthetics, but also for aerodynamics, ensuring your car slices through the wind with minimal resistance. And there you have it, a brief tour of what makes a car move. Fascinating, isn't it?